Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look at the Dragon type Fraxure, an XL Pokemon here in the Ultra League, having now access not to Scratch but to Dragon Tail and the Dragon Claw and the Night Slash. So it's a very decent moveset, to be honest. Unlike the pre-evolution, you would also have access to Awkward Tail, which would maybe even be funny in like those scenarios like here against a Charizard where you would hit super effectively, but usually you really want to have the stab move and Night Slash to have a potential boost option. Sadly, spoiler alert, I used Night Slash sometimes. I never got the boost with this thing. I have no idea how it is if you get the boost, but here we can found on the Charizard, we can realign our Pokemon, which is kind of nice, and we see a Gengar coming in here. And here is why you cannot want to have the Night Slash. Anyway, we can get this through, you see how much damage it does, and we nearly completely destroyed my opponent just with the Fraxure alone, which is hilarious, as we can farm down my opponent with the Registeel, and he decides to surrender. How did this team go? Was actually okay. Like I had definitely some positive sets. I had like I think 1-for-1, but also some negative sets. I think I had like 1-1-4. So like it was kind of neutral. It's basically kind of as neutral as the last team was with the Axew. I think I think it was around like the same. Most likely something like 8-7 again. But you're gonna see a video tomorrow most likely. I only did one set yet with the team for tomorrow, but I went 4-1 there and the team felt like so much fun, and like the Pokemon I showcased there was insanely good, and I have not seen a single person ever use this Pokemon, and I have no idea why, but it's like insanely good. It's basically another Registeel, which is kind of insane. While we see the Swampert here against our Shadow Swampert, we can get KO'd by an Earthquake. They're gonna go for the Earthquake, but we also see the Empoleon coming in here, which we're gonna be able to KO with one close combat here. My opponent should only be able to get to a Hydro Cannon here, which we should still be able to survive, but we can actually get to the Dragon Claw in time here. Gonna put him very low, and this should not KO me. This is not an Earthquake, this is just a Hydro Cannon, and this is gonna be a good game. Kommo-o sweeping in the back here, pretty nice. Next up, we're gonna have Registeel against Talonflame. Decent-ish matchup. We can go for the Zapkin, of course. I wanted to swap out there. Actually, I think you couldn't see this here in this kind of recording because it doesn't show on the recording. The recording button from like my phone, which just like you don't see it here. I can see it seems like I don't record at all, but like I record on my phone. But the button that never shows in the recording was above the switch for the Fraxure, so I couldn't swap, and I also lost some quick boost there just because the recording button was above it, which was kind of hilarious. But yeah, didn't really matter too much at the end. I think we can go for one Dragon Claw there. Would have been of course cool if we would have been able to catch it, but you see here already we get the Dragon Tail through, and this means we're gonna be able to realign our Pokemon and re-win switch back against against the Warrain with a Fraxure. Fraxure is like really attack rated, by the way. Like it's so attack rated, which makes it sometimes a little bit tough to deal with, but like you have like so much pressure from the Dragon Tail. Speaking of pressure, here we can go and catch this Brave Bird there on our Registeel. There was some lag, but I don't think it really does matter. We are able to farm my opponent down there, and now we have 2 moves for the Trevenant, and we should be able to win the game thanks to the catch there. Would have been of course cool if I could have caught the first move there as well on my Fraxure. I wish like Fraxure would have like something like superpower or whatever. Same with like the evolution of it, like it would be also really cool. Imagine a superpower Hexorus, that would be really nice. Basically another fighting type. I'm pretty sure it learns superpower. We see the Duck here, and the Duck is of course not the best for us as we can go for Dragon Claw, but I think the counter damage adds up too much. By the way, look at the shiny version of Fraxure. Like it's in my opinion one of the best shiny version and most underrated shiny version of any Pokemon. Like look at the blue and the green going together. It's like so nice. I love it. I love it more than the evolution of it, but I'm most likely gonna have to put it to the evolution soon. As soon as I have the XL Candy again to get this thing for the Ultra League, I'm most likely going to build it again, just because I think it's such a cool looking Pokemon, and Fraxure itself is funny, and I still have one lucky Axew laying around, which is shiny, so I'm definitely going to try to build this Pokemon again as soon as I have the XL Candy, which most likely going to take till the next C-Day, because I'm definitely not going to ride all those Pokemon again. By the way, if you asked me how I got to those XL Candy, yeah, go fast raids, I did a lot. Also, that's how I got 2 shinies of them, but I did like 150 plus raids, I think, for Axew. Don't do it at home. I just do it for content. Please don't spend that much money onto the game, and please don't spend money at all into the game if you don't have the money. I'm not gonna say that you should do this. I only doing it for content, and I wouldn't do it otherwise. Definitely not. We see the what's it called even? The Emporium here. I cannot try to catch the move on the Kommo-o, but didn't work out sadly. Still, it's gonna be alright, as we're gonna be able to resist the quick move, and we're gonna be able to still at least tank one charge move. But we CMP here. I thought I would win CMP, but sadly I won't be able to. I can still go for the close combat. I hope they let it go, and they do let it go, which is way better for me anyway. We see the Gyarados coming in here, and we know Gyarados doesn't like Zap Cannon, so we should be hopefully fine with our Registeel here. I wonder what they're gonna go for, Crunch or Aqua Tail. They go for the Aqua Tail. I'm actually still not sure which move is better, and I know the Crunch is also like sometimes preferred just because of the chance for the debuff. But here we just destroy him anyway, and we see our Fraxure against this Swampert in the back, and this can still be kind of close because of course he has Earthquake, which one-shots me, and even like you see how much the Mud Shot does. It does like a lot of damage, but even the Hydro Cannon does a lot, and he goes for the Hydro Cannon, which allows me to get to another move here, which definitely secures me the win, as they have to throw more and more moves against me now, and we get the quick move through, and we win this game there with a Fracture, giving my opponent some flowers here again. I really love the new post, by the way. I don't know which post can even beat this. Like giving people flowers is like so unique. You definitely like need poses with like extra items here, like the flowers was cool. Like we have a pose where you can hold a Pokeball, which is cool. I like them way more than like, I don't know, the Team Skull pose or whatever, which is also funny, but like it just needs something special. So I like this one a lot. What I also like a lot about Fracture is that you're gonna be able to still realign your Pokemon here if you go for 2 shields down against the Walrein, which is hilarious because it's not something that you really would expect from Dragon type Pokemon. But of course, like it comes for a big price here, especially in this scenario where I lose both of my shields. I can farm down this Ember most likely. They don't have moves that are super effective or neutral even against me, and we see the Trevenant coming back. I think I might have been able to win this if I just swapped out here already, and I don't know why I didn't swap out already. And this was like a big mistake. I should have swapped immediately, not even thrown the Dragon Claw, not doing anything, because right now our switch clock is unaligned, and this means that they can swap out prior to me swapping out, which is a bigger problem. As you're gonna see soon, they're gonna try to stall for time, which is smart because they're scared of my Kommo-o, which is okay. But they can swap perfectly onto the Ember, onto my Zap Cannon. That's gonna be it for this game because there's not a lot that I can do there anymore. Very nice swap by my opponent. I should have played it differently in hindsight, but like of course, like this is something that you don't really know. Here, can we finally catch the move? Because like last time there was the recording button above it. Yep, we can. Pretty simple catch. It's always a flame charge anyway. They go straight for it. And we see a Cresselia coming in, which is good for us. We don't really want to see Cresselia against our Dragon fighting type in the back there. Can we get to another Night Slash? We cannot. It's not worth it to shield here anyway, as last Night Slash didn't do enough to put him into like KO range or like any Scary range anyway. But here we can go for one Zap Cannon, which still does not do enough. Cresselia is so stupidly bulky that we need another move to KO, and we're gonna try to go for one-hand energy first. Even if he goes for a charge move here, like it doesn't really matter too much. I should go for the focus. I should have went for the focus blast here, to be honest. Would have saved me 5 energy, and this was not the smartest move, to be honest. But we see the Talonflame coming in here, and of course, if we can catch once, we can also catch twice. And this was a very nice catch, as they have a Giratina in the back. And now it's still going to come down to the wire. We can go for one Dragon Claw, which actually does way less than I thought. Like Giratina is also so stupidly bulky. You see like what is really important in Go Battle League, and this is just the bulk. Like it doesn't matter if you have like a good matchup because it caught the moves perfectly. No, it's just whoever is a bulkier wins. And yeah, they go for Dragon Claw here. They're gonna try to catch the move here, which didn't work out, but they still throw against me because I think we're unaligned. Yeah, I caught the move from him. And we can go now for the Zap Cannon. I have to hope that, I don't know, like whatever happens here now, he has to throw the smart charge move here against me already, and he does, which is really nice for me. We can go for one more quick move and go then for the Dragon Claw. Can we get to another Dragon Claw in time? or is he already at the move here? We will see. He is not in the move. We can farm all the way down, and we can farm down the Giratina origin, no, not origin, Giratina altered as well, which is really nice. Which is not really nice is this Shadow Poliwrath, because Shadow Poliwrath, of course, is pretty decent against the entire team. Just kind of want to debuff him just in case I have to tank some moves with the Pokemon I'm gonna swap into now. We get the shield back anyway, and Fraxure just gonna go for some Dragon Tails. We have to tank a move here anyway. How much is it gonna do? Then NiRiain comes through. Yeah, that was definitely smart that I went for the Zap Cannon before. And now we see the boy here, the Regirock, and they go for the move before I can get to another Dragon Claw, which is kind of sad. Stone Edge comes through, KOs us, we can go into our own Kommo-o, and Kommo-o can go for some Dragon Claws as well, but I'm just gonna let the first move go through here. I don't think I really need the health anyway, as we're gonna be able to go for the Dragon Claw now. This should KO the Regirock, and yep, we're gonna see my opponent letting it go. And we see the Venusaur coming in, and I make a stupid mistake here again. I should have swapped out immediately as soon as I saw the Venusaur, because now they got extra farm. I cannot farm up to another Dragon Claw, and they have now the Poliwrath against my, whatever it's called, against my Registeel. If I swapped out immediately, I definitely had a way better chance to win this game. I don't know how this is gonna end now. Definitely not that good, I think. As we see my opponent going for a Dynamic Punch here, which we still should be able to survive thanks to the debuff, and we can go for one Focus Blast, which definitely KOs my opponent at this point of time. And here we go, but still the Venusaur is in the back, and we have only two very low Pokemon, and my opponent plays it very smart here. Going for one move, going for another move, build up to two moves. Didn't really matter at all anyway, because one Dragon Claw wouldn't have been enough to KO this thing at this range. So there was not really anything my opponent could have feared there, but I should have swapped out immediately actually, which I kinda regret now. We see a Shadow Walrein. Shadow Walrein is kinda okay for me. We can go for one Zap Cannon, we're gonna get the shield from my opponent. And I think they're gonna bait me here. Are they? They are, very nice bait by him. I can let the next move go through, even though it's an Earthquake or whatever, it's fine. I can take it, especially after the debuff, and we can go for another Zap Cannon. Now we overfarm a little bit. Do they let this go? Do they shield this? We have to see. They're gonna let it go, and we go for the Fraxure farm down there. They didn't expect that coming, and we see the Giratina coming in, and Fraxure, of course, see it, this blue marks there. We can just go straight for the Dragon Tail and the Dragon Claw. We can still survive one Dragon Claw from my opponent, I think. Yep. And they go into the Machamp, which is kinda awkward to be honest, because we have to do something with our Kommo-o now. Kommo-o is our best bet against this Machamp. This team in general is a little bit weak to other fighting type users. I mean, you're backing it both neutral against it, but you don't have a clear answer towards it while your lead is weak to it. So yeah, we see the Crosstar coming through. We have like no way to win this game, right? Wrong, we can get to the Dragon Claw with a 1 HP in a dream, which gonna allow us now to swap out into our Registeel. Is this enough? Can we still get to a Zap Cannon and win this game? They throw their charge move that shouldn't KO me, and I think we can get to one Zap Cannon here still. This is gonna come through. We can go for the Zap Cannon now, and this gonna win us the game here. Good game to my opponent. Was kinda close at the end. And we're gonna go into the last game here, Standard Honey. We're gonna see the Stunfisk in the lead. We gonna be able to go for one Focus Blast and should do some nice damage. I kind of want to catch afterwards, but I didn't expect my opponent to throw immediately, but they threw immediately, which kind of caught me off guard, so I'm gonna shield this up now. And I think I try to catch the next move now on my Fraxure. Yep. Of course, it's not the best catch whatsoever, because Fraxure gonna get some nice damage against him there, but we can just basically sack this thing for the Walrein, and now we already got him into range where the Walrein cannot really take any moves at all from the Registeel. So we can go for one Zap Cannon, we can shield up the potential Earthquake here, which gonna come through now. And we can go for another Zap Cannon now. And this one gonna get shielded as well from my opponent. I hope they don't swap out here, because they have like such a low attack stat right now. They go for the Earthquake. Please let me KO you. No, they swap out into their Stunfisk. And my only play now is to go and farm this thing down. This was a little bit fast, and this was only a Rock Slide, which is really nice for me, because this definitely allows me now to farm all the way down. They don't get to another move. They try to get to the Earthquake. We see my opponent going into the Trevenant here. I was waiting for the throw. I was kind of debating on going for the blind throw with my Kommo-o with like a close combat. But sadly, you're gonna see here that my opponent catches the move. Like, I got refunded there, which is really stupid. I would have been able to swap out most likely if I actually got my move through. I wanted to go straight for the Dragon Claw, but it didn't work. But this is the game we play. My opponent can now finish me off there with the Trevenant. Shadow Ball comes through, KOing my Registeel. And that's gonna be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Fracture was a lot of fun. See you in the next video tomorrow for another very fun Pokemon, and have a great rest of your day. Bye!